I'd like to call to order the June 9th meeting of the Board of Public Works and Safety. Roll call. Here.
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 Are there any conflict of interest statements?
No.
No.
Approval of the minutes of the meeting of November 12th, November 19th, and December 3rd. I have had a chance to review the November 12th and the December 3rd minutes, so if someone would make a motion approving those.
November 12th and December 3rd.
Yeah, and then defer action on the 19th.
Motion to approve the minutes of the November 12th and December 3rd meeting.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion passes.
Motion to defer action on the minutes of the November 19th meeting.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion passes. Item A, correspondence received from Construction CAD Solutions Incorporated requesting permission to perform work at 3510 171st Place and 5509 Soul Avenue. Construction CAD is doing work for a while, and we've taken a look at these, and it doesn't appear that there's any issues, so we need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve the request.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion passes. We have correspondence from Norfolk Southern Railroad requesting a Kennedy Avenue closure at their railroad tracks starting Friday, June 24th through Friday, July 1st. They're going to use 169th to Indianapolis Boulevard to 165th, back to Kennedy as the detour route. This is work that was scheduled to happen earlier, and for some reason it didn't come about, but the tracks are really bad and we need to approve this. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
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 Those against, motion passes. Item C, correspondence received from Chief of Police John Doty submitting the petition of retirement of Lieutenant Thomas Folk effective July 1st, 2016 with the resignation of Officer Leary effective Friday, June 3rd. General Order number 16-1, approval of the 800 block of Logan Street to hold a block party on July 23rd. The Marian Pilgrimage to be held Saturday and Sunday, August 13th and 14th, and disposal authorizations. Do I have a motion to approve all those requests?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion passes. We have correspondence received from Chief Jeffrey Smith requesting approval of the promotion of Engineer Robert Schallenkamp to the rank of Captain, Private Bradley Sylvester to the rank of Engineer, Engineer Robert Reisich to the rank of Captain, Private Eric Howard to the rank of Engineer, Captain Thomas Zirkel to the rank of Senior Captain, Engineer Kevin Hutz to the rank of Captain, Private Michael Hull to the rank of Engineer, Engineer Steve Zila to the rank of Captain, and Private Jeffrey Hartlerod to the rank of Engineer. Do I have a motion approving all those changes?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item E, order to rescind order to demolish property located at 1117 Michigan Street. Chris?
Mr. President, this is a property that was on the demolition list, but there is no longer a need for a demolition order, and so I'm just asking the board to please rescind it so I can record it on the title and release the individual's bond.
Motion to rescind the order.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item F, rental registration hearing on property located at 7720 Walnut. Steve, what's the last name?
Iraklianos.
What's the name?
Iraklianos.
Okay.
Yeah, so my wife and I used to live in this property, and we recently moved to Sherrville, and we found out about the rental registration. We decided to rent once we moved.
Yeah, when did you start renting it?
August of 2015. So, and we came in to register the property earlier this year when I found out through a water bill that rental registrations were required. So I paid for 2016, but then I found out we were late for 2015. So, I mean, I'm happy to,
How long has it been a rental? Because it says you owe for 2010 through 2015.
it hasn't been a rental, it's only been a rental from 2015 to now.
You actually lived in it
We
prior
lived in
to
it
that.
before that, yeah.
When did you purchase the shareable property? I have 2012.
Right, the Cherville property remained empty for a while because it required renovations. So we purchased it in 2012, but we did not move in until last year. So, well, earlier in 2015, but Walnut remained empty until August. We needed to fix that up a little bit and find renters, so.
Why would your water bill be mailed to Sherville, since 2013 July?
Yeah,
Right, if you weren't living there, why was your water bill?
well, we switched everything over right away when we purchased the property, thinking we were just gonna paint and move in. But we didn't, we ended up doing floors and a new kitchen, and everything caused a delay. So it wasn't really as planned at first.
You had 2 residents for 4 years.
Yes.
I still don't get, if you're living in Walnut through 2015, why would you have your water bills mailed to Sherville
Because we purchased,
for 2 years when you're not living in a house?
because we
You'd
put,
have to go to Sherville to get your bill.
well, I was there nearly every day doing painting and cleanup and stuff. The property we purchased at Cherville was closed. We thought we were just gonna clean up inside, paint, and then we'd move in. And that's why we switched our driver's license over and everything else, with the intent to move in right away. However, once we did that, then we decided, well, kitchen is old, why don't we renovate that? And then we saw the floors and thought, well, carpet's dirty, we can't steam clean it, why don't we replace it with hardwood? And then one, behind the other, we added things, so.
All right, it's up to the board. I mean, he registered for 16, so it appears that the issue now is 15.
And this is the only rental property that you have?
In Hammond, yes. We do have we have another in Munster, yes, but that we found out right away. But,
How long is it, how long the one in Munster?
we purchased that in 2014, I believe.
So you registered in Munster?
Yeah, I registered that right away because I found out about it right away when I purchased the property.
So you had rental in Munster,
Yeah.
you registered that
Yeah,
right away?
yes. But
You didn't even take a call and say, yeah, my property's registered?
well, I didn't know that Hammond required registration at all. I found out, well, when we purchased the property and we decided to make it a rental, when we went to turn on the water, they asked us right away, they said, is this a rental or are you living in it? And we said it was a rental. Oh, they said, you need to register, and this is how you handle the water bill. But
Our
with,
water department does the same thing.
yes, but with Hammond, I lived there. So, this was never,
You were aware there was rental registration in Munster, you were aware of it.
that's correct, yes. And I found out again,
Because Munster started rental registration.
well, yeah, I mean, I found out about the Hammond one through the water bill also, but, typically I throw away the inserts. I just happened to look at this one, and thought, oh, there's a rental registration.
Registered for 15.
We're going to make a motion to waive the late fee for the year of 2015 and require you to go ahead and register that property for that year at a rate of, are we still at 5 on that year?
Yes.
For $5 for the year of 2015 for that unit.
Yes, I know that now. I mean, I'm happy to, I'm not trying.
Second.
Motion and a second, questions or comments? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank
Do I
you.
go downstairs to do that then? or-
Yeah, there's some paperwork they're gonna have for you to take down there. The meeting's not gonna be too much longer. Item G, rental registration hearing on property located at 7019 Maplewood Avenue and 1530 Amy and 6804 Parish.
How you doing? We have about 40 properties or so in Hammond. I'm well aware of the registration. We registered them all, and honestly, these just fell through the cracks. I just missed these. We registered them in years past. Some of them were a little bit newer. Some of them are about 3-4 years older. But we just apparently forgot to register these 3.
How long you doing Parish?
About 2 years, I believe. It was on the demo list. We did a long construction. We got it off the demo list, did the whole city permits, and it took a while.
single units?
I have 7019 Maplewood being 1 unit, 1538 being 1 unit, and 1 unit is 6804 Parish. I don't see any problems with any of the properties.
One unit meaning single family home?
They're all single family homes.
We're talking just for 2016?
Correct.
Well, no, it's 50. He registered for 16 for 7019 Maplewood. He did not register for 15. And actually, what I'm saying, he had days. For 1538, they did not register 15, they did register for 16. And then it looks like it's a new rental for 6804 Parish. So is that 15 and 16? What is it for the rental?
New rental in the middle of 15.
Okay, so they just go for 15, they did register for 16.
Board's pleasure.
You have a motion to waive the late fee, and you need to register all 3 properties for 2015.
Okay.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item H, rental registration hearing on property located at 1544 148 Court. Raul Salazar. Or Mike Salazar?
That would be me. Good morning.
You are Mike?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, the code commissioner, he spoke to, the owner of the property. So he needs to register for 14,
That is correct.
okay, he needs to register for 14, 15, and 16, and the agreement was that he was gonna register for all 3 years and pay 1 late fee. So it would be 85 and 5 and 500. So 590.
Okay. Motion to accept the recommendation?
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item I, rental registration hearing on property located at 7002 Alabama. VJ Domitius?
Yeah, I'm representing VJ. He had he's a pharmacist and he was covering a shift, so I'm actually the contact person for the property for him.
What's your name?
Dave, and the last name is Del Carabo.
Did
Can I
you
spell it?
spell that for
Sure,
her?
it's DALCORO, 2 B's like in boy, O.
This is 7002 Alabama, correct?
That is correct.
And who's the owner of the property?
It's HNV LLC.
Okay, because we have something completely different, that's why I was trying to understand. We have Damascus, Nathan Damascus.
And Vito Demasius. That's the brothers, but they have a corporation, the LLC is HNV.
Vito
Let's see.
Pharmacy.
Correct.
Oh.
Yep.
All right, Mr. President, now I understand, because I was going to say, I think I have the wrong property. They have registered previously for 13, 14, and 15, I don't show any problems with the property, they just sold for 16.
Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. And we actually came in a day, the Friday before, on the 15th of April, and he did not have updated insurance information. So he came back on Monday, and they said it was, he did the appeal on that day when he was here.
1 unit? Motion to waive the late fee and register the property for 2016 at a rate of $5.
Thank you.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item J, rental registration hearing on property located at 4532 Holman. Marlar LLC.
We purchased.
Who are
the-
you?
Mark Mertens.
Okay.
Purchased the building last summer, and we didn't register for last year. And I found that out when I registered this year.
Do you have other buildings in Hammond?
Yeah, I have one house.
And that's registered?
Yeah. I just didn't do it. I failed.
1 unit?
No, Mr. President, actually, I have 2 units for this. It is 2 units above a commercial property.
Storefront.
That's over there by the South Shore Station, right?
Yeah.
We're good with 15?
No, no, I registered for 16. I didn't
Yeah.
register.
All right, he needs to register 2 units for 15.
15, sorry.
Motion to waive the late fee and do a registration for 2 units for 2015 at a rate of $5 each.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item K, correspondence requesting rental registration hearing to be rescheduled. That is Thomas Ozeki?
4627 Sheffield?
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item L, correspondence received requesting a rental registration hearing. Is it what, 2 of them? Yeah, 2.
Well, 10, 12 Myrtle,
Okay.
21st of July.
What was the date? Motion to set them for July 21st?
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item M, correspondence received requesting rental registration hearing be reheard for 5903 and 5909 Wallace. And Kathleen McCormick. Is that the one,
California one?
she don't know who owns the property? But we already had a hearing and already made a decision? What do you want to do? She's saying she doesn't own one of the properties.
Yeah, but the no-show?
She lives in Highland.
There's the,
We had a lot of people. We had
The mailing-
people at the meeting who couldn't make it.
the mailing address is what she's saying. She doesn't, that's not the correct address, is what she's stating. Right. We have her son's name and what we thought was his address in Hammond.
You said a Highland address? Oh.
I don't know. Reset it for 23rd?
July 21st?
Motion to reset for July 21st.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion passes. Item N, correspondence received requesting a traffic sign or signal at the intersection of 173rd and Alexander. This was an email? Saying a one-way sign is needed. Cars are constantly going the wrong way.
We received that on the Hammond 311 complaint system, and it was assigned to the law department. I don't know why. Probably so we could put it on the Board of Works.
We probably need to send it to Gary and let him take a look at
I-
it, make recommendations.
That's what I said, I didn't know if engineering needed to do a traffic study, or if they needed to go out there and investigate the sight lines.
If it's just a one-way sign, that's just routine maintenance, make sure nobody's going the wrong way on the street, so Gary
Okay.
probably just needs to post it. Let's refer this to Gary Gleason for a recommendation.
Motion to refer to Gary Gleason for recommendation.
Second.
Motion and a second, questions or comments? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Correspondence received from HC3 Board of Directors requesting permission to hold Live in DeVille Fest with street closure on June 11th and June 18th with a change in the route of the lighted motorcycle parade. I think Gary's been working with them on that. They're saying the road was going to be closed for the railroad crossing, but it's not, because the railroad crossing work is going to be done the week after. But I think we can probably approve this subject to Gary Gleason working with the group to handle the motorcycle parade, which is the only thing I think they want to close it for.
Motion to approve, subject to Gary Gleason's review and recommendation.
Road closure during the parade, that's what it sounds like. That's what they did last year. Right. So we're assuming that.
We're gonna go back to the old route that they used last year?
I think so.
Okay, good, all right.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Next, we have a bunch of garage sale permits submitted for approval under item P.
Is that one?
It's that time of year, garage sale. I should have one. All the junk we got in the basement. When do you want to set this? Oh, that's right. That's right. We just approved it. You're right.
The 17th, which would be 3 days, can't be 2017. I would think she's looking to do it 3 days, but she may do 2, right? She needs 2 days or 3 days, but we can't do 3 days, right? So what do we do on that? If one's got 3 days, then
Yeah, you can only do 2 days, right, Chris? According to the statute for the garage sale permits, it's only twice.
It's only 2 days, it's only 1 day.
So what do we do with one that requests 3 days?
Approve for 2. They can pick the 2 they want.
Okay. Are we doing two separate motions?
Yeah, I should do that one separate and just say that. Approve for 2 days and they can pick the 2 that they want to do it.
First, we're going to make a motion that seems as though she has 3 days depicted on her permit, and can only legally do 2 days. She's gonna have to pick 2 days, so we probably will notify her and make her aware of that.
Second.
Motion and second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. And the balance of them?
Motion to approve the remaining garage sales permits.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Okay, we move down to matters from other board members. I have one matter, and it's the upcoming 4th of July parade in Whiting that actually passes through a portion of Hammond. And basically, it's the same route, and they've given us a copy of their state permit to use Indianapolis Boulevard, so we just need to approve the parade route.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. Question or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Matters from other board members, anything else? Matters from other department heads or their representatives? New business? Old business? Meeting's open to the public. Is there anyone in the audience who'd like to speak? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned.